So we had played Black-Red Sarkhan's Unsealing with Yargle and Death Shadow earlier this week. And it was kind of sweet and felt like it was doing some powerful things. And I felt like I would be remiss to not try it with a different shell without a meme card like Yargle in it. So I want to see if like this could be genuinely reasonable. So we've added green to play our chunky monsters ahead of curve. So like turn 1 Elf, turn 2 Rotting Regisaur is pretty good. Turn 3 Unsealing is pretty good. And then we're playing a lot of thick monsters anyways. So Kiora draws this card when we play chunky monsters. And Glorybringer is very synergistic with Kiora because Kiora untaps a permanent. She doesn't just ramp your mana, she can untap your creatures. So with Glorybringer and Kiora, you can exert Glorybringer every turn, dealing 4 damage to lots of their stuff. At the very top end of our curve, I like dumpstering blue-white control. So Carnage Tyrant is an excellent 7-power thing that triggers the big text on Unsealing. And for those that weren't here earlier this week and didn't see the Black-Red Unsealing deck, Unsealing works how we want it to with Death Shadow. So when you cast Death Shadow, it always counts as a 13-power thing on the stack. So Death Shadow with this in play is always a 1 mana deal 4 to everything your opponent has, which is sweet. Adding a 3rd color to this deck also means we gain access to more shock lands, which makes Death Shadow a little bit easier to enable. We get some other miscellaneous green cards in the sideboard like trophies. So let's go ahead and dive on into some games with this and see if this Jund Unsealing deck has some legs. What? I need a source on natural order. All right, hold on. Dad, what? You can't just announce a natural order and then tell, like, link a, I need a source on natural order. It's on the spreadsheet. I have no other source. Ugh. All right. Well, we're going to need... I wish the spreadsheet was linking sources, the person putting it together. All right, chat. All right, I'm getting rid of... Can a mod get rid of that command? The person maintaining that spreadsheet obviously realizes I linked it on the stream and they're being a dick about it. So, can we get rid of that spreadsheet? No reason for that. Huh? And honestly, I think we just stomp this now, right? One Punch Mikey, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. So Scryfall is the best software around, but they're not great to use mid-spoiler season because Scryfall is very glacially slow to update which spoilers we've seen. So I don't think Scryfall's a good source for spoilers. Mythic spoiler generally is what I like to use during spoiler season. They tend to be more up to date. Zediture, thanks for the 15 months. Welcome back. Pew 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 pew. Couple of cages. Couple of Abrades, couple of Bloodchief Thirst, I think. I think this matchup's actually a pretty bad Thoughtseize matchup. I'd much rather have things that play to the board. I know it was kind of okay there, but long term, this is probably not a Regisaur matchup. My opponent's going to have a lot of spot removal, and they're going to be able to kill that pretty consistently. We trim a Llanowar Elves if we expect the game to go longer. I don't hate that. Just increase our average card quality a little bit. This card's also not great against Claim. That's not, so people saying Claim being in the Mystical Archive means it's guaranteed to not get banned. They literally printed Splinter Twin in a set and banned it before that set came out, if I recall that timeline correctly. I would not read into Claim being in the set. Yeah, same with Simian Spirit Guide and Uro. Yeah, so we have a long history of them. Like, you got to remember, chat, the things in these sets are planned pretty far out. So like, I mostly don't like rogues in Historic because of the bad flavor it's left in my mouth from Standard. I think like a year from now, or maybe like 6 months after Rogues has rotated from Standard, I'll probably be something we poke at. Because honestly, Rogues probably isn't even that good in this format, but Rogues is so obnoxiously oppressive in Standard, it just feels bad. Rogues is one of the many reasons I'm kind of off of Standard for the time being. So we had Kroxa in the red-black build, but this deck doesn't really fill its graveyard up. So Kroxa feels like a big ask. Or like a not super useful inclusion. Yes, both Mind's Desire and Tendrils will be Historic legal, chat. Sorcerer is huge. I think we just use this as a burn spell. I'm pretty sure. Like, it dies, unfortunately, but like, yeah, blast you. Okay, they have a Kroxa. A very small window to draw to this here. Any of our big creatures kill them at this point. Even like a Bonecrusher Giant's lethal. Alright, so we won the game, but I'm pretty sure that our opponent's playing for top 1200 here at the end of the month, and I couldn't care less about top 1200, so I'm gonna concede the match. So our deck 2-0'd them, but I'm not gonna stomp people out of the top 1200 when I'm definitely not going to make it. I didn't even play. I qualified for the last one and then didn't even play in it. So like, you know. Hey, Raccoon, thank you for the Prime support. I appreciate it. Dan wants a red source real bad, but if it finds it, it's pretty good. Anybody that we get paired into that's in the numbers in like the last week of the season, I usually concede to if we're gonna beat them. I play the match because I want to play games for entertainment's sake, but this is like this is the 86% mirror match, chat. We're gonna beat this opponent if given the option. If given the option, we're gonna win this one. Hey, chat. Hey, blue-white control. How do you think my blue-white control opponent feels about Carnage Tyrant, chat? Do you think they're a fan of Carnage Tyrant?
Serpents. Oh, I love them all.
Hey, good games, Nathan. Good luck in the rest of your laddering this season. Hope you make your cut. Wow, rude.
Go for a swim and cool off.
Cool off. But Jeff, back in my day, I degraded to the top 1200 in the snow for 12 miles. Magic. I'm so excited to mana tithe people. Mana tithing people isn't gonna be great, but it's gonna be good, but it's gonna feel great. Crux of Fate's a sweet addition to the format. I like that one. It's a good. People have asked for Damnation. I'm glad they did Crux instead of Damnation. Oh yeah, white Weedy with 4 mana tither? Yeah. Gonna be real good. Alright, don't cast Wrath of God, opponent. Don't do it. Have a heart.
I'm not going to sit this one out.
Them having to downtick on Regisaur here is pretty good for us, because it means that this attacks them and they have to block it, and then Llanowar Elf kills Teferi. Go tuck yourself, Teferi.
This is hardly my worst.
It's a shame we didn't have a Glorybringer off the top. That would have been lethal. They kept whatever card was on top of their deck there, so that's probably not good for us. Shark Typhoon's a tough nut to crack. They kept a card on top. Do I Thoughtseize them here? I think I Thoughtseize them here, right? It's like not great against Absorb though, but like there's no way they keep Absorb on top, right? It could be Settle, yeah. Yeah, it's just Shark Typhoon. Okay. Yeah, that one's gotta go. So they're going to 1 here. The Abzan fall deck was fantastic. Was really good. If you saw the Abzan fall list, you're like, this looks sweet. I hope this is good. You won't be disappointed. That doesn't stop them from dying, chat. They have to draw a land here. They need untapped lands. The sweet taste of Carnage Tyrant killing Teferi, hero of Dominaria. Feels like home, chat. Feels like home. I've missed this feeling. This is unfortunately an Unsealing out matchup, right? It's just not very good here. This is our anti-creature card. As sad as it makes me to say. I think I like this plan. Reggie in, Kiora out. Now, Kiora draws cards with our other monsters, and Regisaur makes us discard our hand. This card also ramps us into these sooner, which is nice. It could be right to have some Regisaur late game. Maybe we, like, cut the last elf and one of the Kioras. I can see that being a reasonable thing to do. Because threat density is important in a matchup like this. Chandra, Torch of Defiance, is one of, if not the best red Planeswalker ever printed. It's like a top five Planeswalker ever printed, quite possibly. For people discussing the power level of whether or not Bolt and stuff would be legal and historic, take it to a DM and get it out of my chat. It's not worth discussing. The decision's been made. Don't cry about it. Cardboard Live is still missing Historic Anthology 4 cards. Fingers crossed it'll manage to get updated when the new set comes out. Usually they have some small delay. This much delay is, it's very annoying. So all of the cards that are not legal in Historic will still be on Arena for drafting purposes because they want the limited environment to be the same as the limited environment in paper. Which actually, I tweeted about this last night too. What this actually means is that in addition to Historic, we're eventually going to have a vintage style format on Arena where like Uro, Oko, Winota, Agent of Treachery, Swords to Plowshares, Demonic Tutor, Lightning Bolt, like all of those cards will be legal in that format because they'll exist on the client. You can technically collect them. Which that sounds like gas to play on stream at some point. Probably not this year, but like early next year. I think that could be obnoxious and funny. I don't think we'll see an official queue for it, but we could definitely direct challenge each other and organize a community tournament of it.
Ripples and grows.
Like maybe super late this year or like early next year we could do a Hoglandia Open using that format as like an Arena Wild West type thing. This is why I use Kiora to untap a land, so I can Assassin's Trophy his ugly face before he untaps some lands. Yeah, the Open next month is Historic. There's a good chance we're a mostly Historic channel until rotation happens. Magic Noobs and Pseudonym, thanks for the follows, by the way. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, I'm super looking forward to Pioneer. Like having multiple non-rotating formats worth playing sounds great. Yeah, full Pioneer, I would bet is 4+ years out at a minimum. I would not expect full Pioneer on Arena in the short term at all. Because Kiora checks something's power and toughness when it enters play, and Unsealing checks something's power and toughness when it's on the stack. And the rules text of a card doesn't adjust its stat line while it's on the stack. So when you put Death Shadow on the stack, it's just a 13/13. Thanks for the card.
Don't miss me too much.
Crunch. So Scourge, because it's a star, behaves differently because magic rules. Oh, I should have shocked myself in case I drew another shadow, right? Yeah. Day of Judgment and Wrath of God literally have the same text box in Historic for reference. There is nothing that regenerates in this format. Don't touch that dial. It's not your audio at home that's broken. It's Magic Arena being a quality piece of software, losing audio mid-gameplay. Personally, I'm excited to explain The introduction of Day of Judgment makes me personally excited to have to explain to people at home every time we play a white control deck why Meddling Mage exists in this format. So technically it's strictly optimal to play 2 Day of Judgment and 2 Wrath of God because nothing actually regenerates in this format. Even though in most instances it literally won't matter, I'm going to have to explain that we do that because of this weird edge case where it does. Saffron Olive thinks it'll take 900 packs of Strixhaven to get full Mystical Archives from packs. Guess what, chat? Magic the Gathering is an expensive hobby. And if it's too expensive for you, I'd recommend checking out Legends of Runeterra or one of the many other more free-to-play card games out there. The price of Magic isn't changing. It's expensive, and always has been, and always will be. Mythgard's a great choice that's cheaper, too. Giving away their entire core set right now. Which is 900 packs in Freedom currency. Packs are $1 a piece. You also don't have to open everything from packs. Like, you'll get wild cards and you can craft them with wild cards. So like, yeah. I think we're probably dead at this point with the opponent having 2 castles and our hand being on E. I don't know that we're gonna catch back up. I'm a lord of edge cases, some might say. It's funny because it's true. All right, I'm gonna cut these. Yeah, I'm gonna cut these. I like that. So I'm gonna trim these 2 Ramp Dorks and leave 2 Rotting Regisaur in. Well, I don't want to play Rotting Regisaur on 3 in this matchup. Playing it late game is fine. I think we mulligan this. We don't, like, while Trophy's a card I want to be able to draw at some points in this matchup, I definitely don't want, definitely don't want 2 of them to start, I don't think. I think with double Vortex, I probably don't bolt myself aggressively with this hand. I probably play this tapped, because the Vortexes are going to whittle my life total down as we go along. Chain, thanks for the 14 months. I appreciate the prime. Welcome back. Do we go tapped land second Vortex next turn? I probably just want to stick a Giant here. While they're tapped out. If we get Banishing Lighted here or not. Oh, that's good for us. All right, chat, listen. In the nicest way possible, you shouldn't feel bad about someone like Saffron Olive or myself having to spend more money on Magic Arena. Trust me when I say, much like myself, Saffron Olive makes far more money for Magic the Gathering than he spends on it. It would be, based on the type of metrics that MTG Goldfish makes, he's probably one of, if not the highest paid Magic content creator on the internet. So, like, the cost to him personally is just, like, super negligible. Yeah, and he gets a 33% discount on it, basically. 30-ish% discount because it's tax deductible and he lives in the United States. But like, whenever you hear a bigger creator talk about the economy, they're talking about it for the community, not because of themselves. The cost to themselves is negligible. Oh, he doesn't even pay for his own cards. Oh. Well then. don't think that's strictly true, Alec. Like, I started making Magic content before it was, like, paying my bills just because, like, playing Magic is fun.
If you show remorse, let's skip to the good part.
Alright, so if they have nothing here, they're dead, right? Blue-white control and dying with 6 cards in hand. Name a more iconic duo. Never forget, chat, the best type of card advantage is killing your opponent while they have cards in hand. I am restarting the Magic Arena client because we've lost audio again. So, un moment. Thanks everybody for hanging out. To see over 1,200 people here this morning, by the way, welcome. If you're new to the channel, my name's Jeff Hoagland. We play a ton of constructed Magic on this channel. Gonna be mostly historic, I think, for the next little bit. Honestly, probably till rotation. The Mystic Archives look absurd, and early spoilers don't really make me optimistic that we're gonna get Standard changed up too much. Standard's probably gonna be a mess of adventure decks and Ultimatum until rotation. But if you're new and you're enjoying the content, make sure you drop the channel a follow. Check out my YouTube as well. We usually play 2 or 3 different constructed decks every single day of the week here. A lot of great deck lists and ideas here and on the YouTube. What shirt is that? This is, oh, I can't read upside down. It's one of the Magic themed shirts from Coalescence Apparel. Oh yeah, there's a cool stuffing shirt on the chair behind me in the background. All about the product placement, chat. Oh, it is Muldrotha, isn't it? Yeah, it says Grave on it, I think. I can kind of read that upside down. Grave, rave, kill the beat, and bring it back with Muldrotha. There you go. Look at that. Stepped on my elf. That's just rude. Nice tits. I'm pretty sure you're obligated to, like, cheer for me when you say that, Jake the Man. Listen, chat, I'm fat, married, and happy, okay? So do I go tapped land elf to set up Unsealing? I think that's the play, right? Like, they're obviously playing a creature deck, so I think we just, like, conserve our life total here and get Unsealing set up for next turn. I could stomp them back, but I think I like Unsealing into Regisaur is probably, like, pretty nuts here, right? This is the line, and then I like shock next turn, play Unsealing, take a hit, and then Regisaur clear them out. I unfortunately have to play an untapped land here because I need a red mana. We could spike a land that doesn't hurt us next turn though. A Scavenging Ooze can technically get big here, right? The fall deck was awesome, Dr. Mister. I would definitely take it for a run back, and it's one of the many black mid-range decks that's going to get better when we get Inquisition in the format. All right, so our best draw next turn is Death Shadow, so we can clear their board. Even if we can't clear their board, Regisaur can trade with Skews, potentially. Well, I guess that's not true if they play the other Bonecrusher Giant, huh? So really want to draw Death Shadow here. Zua, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Sweet. No Bonecrusher being played here is good for us, because it means this can only get to a 7/7, so that means it won't trade with this next turn. Or it won't be able to eat this, it'll trade with it. I want to play my lands out here because I have Carnage Tyrants in my deck, and I really don't need 3 Unsealings. Dead to Bonecrusher Giant. Never not. Third Bonecrusher Giant's your last card in 12 cards. Always. Feels Magic Man. Feels Magic Man. Never not, right? I want some Carnage at the top end still. There's definitely a Thoughtseize out matchup. I want my Chief Spot removal here. This is probably a Kiora out in some number matchup. It's a little slow and doesn't play to the board the turn we play here. Nah, I really don't like Grafdigger's Cage for just company. I probably don't want 2 trophy. While killing their stuff's important, giving them extra lands is dangerous early. I think like drawing two trophy early is probably not great. Ooh, MTG, thanks for the follow. Well, I mean, we bottom elf and hope to draw some lands here. Trophy's much better against blue-white control, which is largely what I'm playing that slot for, so... Being able to kill Teferi at instant speed before they untap for their counterspell is important. Pulse is also not great against aggro, because 3-mana sorcery speed removal is not great. Could be right to just drop Bone Daddy here, too. If I hit the untapped land, though, I get to Bone Daddy after I Unsealing, which is appealing. Morning, Jack. Feels Magic Man. Bad company. It's what I want you to cast. Think we've died, chat. Think we've died. I suppose if we hit the untapped land tier, we're in this game still. If we had untapped land there, they were only hitting us for like 5 the following turn, and then we would have gotten to go Regisaur plus Shadow to clear their board. Pretty unlucky, all things considered. Not a whole lot we can do about it. I think Elves is pretty competitive in general, Draven. It's basically only bad against, it's basically only bad against, decks with a lot of sweepers in it. And this is the problem with Regisaur, right? Like, Regisaur is really good. You know. If we were to hit this by, like, turn 6, we'd have been okay here, but... Turn 5? I think this was turn 6? Yeah, turn 5. I can't tell if that's real or not. The artwork almost looks like it's not real. I honestly can't tell. Can someone tell me? I can't tell. I can't tell if this is just like a really involved... I can't. Chat, someone. So I don't, it's gotta be. It fits into the number crunch, chat. It fits into the number crunch for reference. It does, yeah, the human underneath it kind of looks like a bad Photoshop. As you stream, I started up Arena last night and watched the O's use some money. However, the feeling the software is, it's definitely more leakier than it used to be, Pixel. That is definitely true. It definitely lines up. If it's a troll, it's a really good troll. I'm not sure our fair creature deck can beat this Bogles deck. Darby is too wholesome to troll. That could be the case. Yeah, we're super dead. I guess we'll bring in these removal spells, but I feel like this is a matchup we're generally just gonna lose. Their things get out of range and they have so much protection. What's going on, Nom Nom Nami? You can always find full deck lists in the video description of every YouTube video. I also have a cardboard live page. Darby's not in the list of previews. Okay, that's probably a really elaborate troll. Darby not being in the list of previews is a good sign. Thank you for hunting that down. How absurd is it? How powerful and sweet these spoilers have been that like Faithless Looting's on the list and we have to go, wait, is this real? This could be real, right? What's going on, Jay Hunter? Thanks for the 10 months. Welcome back. Your Arclight Phoenix deck is already going to get to cast Brainstorm, okay? Be quiet and be happy. Brainstorm will 100% be playable. It will not be a busted Legacy card, like in Legacy, because context is important, but it will definitely be a playable Magic card in Historic. I think Tendrils will be a mainstay. Honestly, I feel like I expect Mind's Desire to be better than Tendrils, and I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced that Tendrils is, or what's the word I'm searching for? I am not convinced that Tendrils. I'm not convinced that my train of thought is completely. I'm not convinced of anything, chat. I don't have words. You gotta remember, these old Storm cards are busted in Legacy, chat, because of shit like Dark Ritual. There aren't like Dark Rituals and Desperate Rituals in Historic. Like, context is key, chat. The only Mox in this format is Mox Amber. Dark Ritual is not legal in Historic. If Dark Ritual was gonna be legal, it'd be a different story. But it's confirmed that Dark Ritual is not legal in this format. The archives, there's full details on how the archives will be distributed up on Wizard's website. Go to dailymtg.com. They had a very good article breaking it down for both paper and arena. Yeah, like honestly, these cards being printed into this format is gonna be the giant shocking wake-up call that many Magic players that don't understand power level as format contextual need. Like, the same people that spent years telling me, you know, Stoneforge Mystic and Jace the Mind Sculptor were going to break Modern because they're objectively powerful cards, and they showed up and didn't do that, like people that understand how to evaluate cards knew. Like, the details surrounding these things is key. It's not just cards broken, there's nuance in it. I don't even know that Mind's Desire is good in Sultai Ultimatum, right? Like, why is Mind's Desire and Sultai Ultimatum better than just getting things that guaranteed do stuff? The looting spoiler looks to be fake. FYI, for people just coming in. Stone Rain and Brainstorm exist, though. So, I think our opponent's playing something mid-rangey. I actually like cutting Thoughtseizes in the mid-range matchups just to play more cards that play to the board. I'm going to trim down on Llanowar Elves as well. I want just average higher card quality here. Nah, if I'm being honest, I couldn't care less about the actual set. I don't play limited, and I'm not really expecting cards in the actual set to be good enough to impact standard in a meaningful way. I assume standard's gonna be Sultai Ultimatum and 40 Flavors of Adventure until Eldraine rotates. I don't think the Black-White Dragon's likely playable. You have to choose 2 modes. The Black-White Dragon looks like an EDH card for multiplayer commander. Oh yeah, and rogues. Whatever sweet thing you think you're gonna do in standard with the new cards, rogues is just gonna counter your spells and mill you.
I only pick targets that interest me. Lucky you. Everyone is excited.
If they kill my Unsealing here, I'm gonna have to double stomp this Fresco, which sucks. Come on, untapped land. Nailed it. Nailed it. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Giant dragons blowing through ya. Do 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 beep 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 do do. Variance, thanks for the follow. Camel Papa. Oh, Twitch usernames. Afternoon. Oh yeah, I'm super excited. For the first time, I forget my opponent has Narset in play and I cast Brainstorm anyways. Yeah, that's gonna be an experience. Now the storm cards are in, meatballs. Get ready. Format's about to get real. There's a storm a brewing. Are they playing Davis's elemental deck? Bant control, maybe? Could be Bant control. So against a control deck, I don't want to play Regisaur early and start discarding my hand. I want to play Regisaur after my hand's already empty. I'm gonna say you should wait until we get an official wizard source to believe that Faithless Looting is real. I mean, that would be my recommendation to all of you at home. Flame, thanks for the 30 months. Welcome back. Watsy confirmed it was real on Discord. Don't you play with my heart like that? Don't you do it? Don't you do it? Is looting banned? Is it legal? Oh, there's so many questions, chat. I have so many questions. We could get counterspelled here. This could be a saw it coming. Maybe it was right to shoot Nissa. Shooting Nissa's worse if they have a counterspell, though. How big is this Hydra increase is going to be? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. It's going to be an 8-8. 8-8's a fine number. We can kill that. They could be time walking us here. This wasn't a counterspell. It's probably a time walk. 8-8. 8-8's actually perfect. So 8-8 creases means I get to go Regisaur, shoot everything, and then Glorybringer bang the creases for the last little bit here. Oh, I should probably play this. I'm pretty far off of casting it, huh? It's triple green. Well, now we just need one more, huh? All right, come on, fat boy. I'm doing this so that way they can't just eat my Glorybringer. Feels bad though. Yeah, any top deck 4+ power thing does it here. They have one draw. One draw, chat. Tap the deck. Tap the deck. Oh, this is where the magic happens, chat. This is where the magic happens. We're cutting some lands. Yeah, that seems not bad. The bottom of Thoughtseize here, I think. Apparently the Faithless Looting is real. I don't... Huh. I have feelings, chat. I have feelings, and I don't quite know how to make sense of them. Is anybody available to help me process my feelings?
Let's get moving.
Honestly, I'm gonna take the Aether Gust here. Play Bonecrusher and draw a card next turn. Listen, chat, all I'm gonna say is, if we're actually doing this, if we're actually putting Faithless Looting into this format, for the love of all that's holy, you better unban Winota, Wizards of the Coast. Why is that card banned? Ooh, who's making those decisions? Can I cast Winota in this format? Could that be allowed? Agent of Treachery is banned, and Agent of Treachery wasn't even the best Winota payoff when it wasn't banned. So, no, it's not related to Agent of Treachery. You'd be very wrong with that assumption. Can't be able to watch live much due to work, but I want to drop by and say, hey, thanks for being a great content creator and unban Winota. Thank you for the 39 months, Frank. Listen, chat, all I'm saying is all of your lives at home would be much better if I got to sing my Winota occasionally again on stream. I'm just thinking of all of you, okay? I know that all of you at home would have your lives made markedly better by me singing my Winota on occasion. Faithless Looting has been confirmed by MTGA Twitter. Oh, God. Oh, shit. I don't know that I was prepared for this today. I don't know that I am prepared for Faithless Looting. Well, I mean, I'm really glad I decided a little bit ago that we were going to do the next. If you want to play with these cards in a tournament setting, chat, April 17th, 2 days after they release on Magic Arena, the Hoaglandia Open Series will be returning with full coverage all day here, and we'll be playing in some historic action.
Rise, my elemental friend. Do not assume I am fragile.
Ah, I needed this one card. Oh, wait, I can undiddle a land. I was like, that's one card late. It's not. It's perfect, actually. Kiora looking really good here with her draw ability, letting us grind through this control deck. Energy Vial, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Was I lied to again? I probably just shouldn't. You know what, Chad? If you're gonna make claims about things, start linking sources. Oh, the official Wizards Magic confirmed it. This is real and legal and historic. This is the best confirmation. For those asking in the comments, this is Wizards_Magic, the verified Twitter account. Oh man. Oh man. Is it April Fool's already? Man, that would have been the ultimate troll. Could you imagine if Wizards would have spoiled all of these cards on April 1st? How gross would that have been? That's what, if I was in charge, that's what I would have done. That would have been, they're just a couple of days off. Yeah, can I get an emergency Flame Tongue Kavu printing into Historic? Is that possible? Is it possible to get an emergency Flame Tongue Kavu printing into Historic? Asking for my peeps at home. Alright, so I think we Kiora this turn, because then we can Glorybringer next turn, is the plan.
My octopus for a walk?
I don't know. There's definitely an argument for just stomping here. But like getting Banger online turn 3 seems really good. Because like even if they do this and like have a Lord, I still get to Banger them, right?
The ocean surges like clouds.
Kiora can untap Exerted Creature. It's another combo inside of our deck, is exactly correct. Cardboard Tech, thanks for the 17 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back.
I sure belly flopped.
I think I'm just holding up Stomp here. This instead of collecting company is really good for us. What am I killing here? It's gotta be Allosaurus Shepherd, right?
Why do I love dragons? Just can't help myself.
I think we do this, and then we untap this, and we play this. I'm not dead on board, which is all you can really ask for. Is it right to kill the Wildborn Preserver and just hope they brick for a turn? I think that's the play. I'm glad we got to see a game where Kiora Glorybringer got to go to work. Nah, with the Great Henge. With the Great Henge, forcing more blocks I don't think was very good. Not a full brick, but close. Alright, so if I do this, Death Shadow lives, right? They activate this, this punches here, I take 6, I go to 3, this is big enough to not die. Actually, if I put both of these in front of here, this dies, right? I think that's the play, right?
Let's get moving.
What a sick game. I don't think the opponent knew how Death Shadow worked. There's a good chance our opponent just didn't know how Death Shadow worked there, chat. Probably a cage matchup. Field is banned, Penguin. If we see a second card outside of Company that Cage impacts, I'll bring Cage in for game 3, but just Company, I'm going to leave it in the board. That's hilarious, Penguin. If they attack, I'm gonna trade here. You got me. I'm supposed to bolt that in. I don't know. It feels like they're attacking me pretty aggressively. Hey, runner. Thanks for the quarter of year. I appreciate that. Welcome back. So if they play a 1-drop, they can kill my Kiora? Not quite. Thanks for the follow, runner.
You're making me crabby.
You're making me crabby.
One drop ripples and grows.
It could be right to not use the Kiora because then it would force them to attack into my... thing. I see that being correct too. Basically need to hit Unsealing right now. I think without Unsealing or like a board presence, we're not really gonna be able to beat the Great Henge. I can't cast a Glorybringer's like one of our other best cards. I can't currently cast that. Hey, thanks for the entire year, Kodama. I really appreciate it. Welcome back. Inquisition of Kozilek is legal. Opponent's build of elves is really sweet. Like what they're doing a lot. I think I want these trophies actually, because they are on Henge. I forgot about that. Carnage Tyrant seems a bit too slow here. Yeah, yes, BSQ. We're going to play this one for another 20 minutes or so, and then we're going to do another deck, so we'll start near probably about 1:30, somewhere in there. Ooh. Seems pretty good. We're bottoming a breed here, looks like. Voting or plan. I have a deck submission. Building Jund Vornclicks on stream.
Surges, life thrives.
Just get that out of here, huh? I mean, Channel's just not a very interesting card, chat. If Channel's legal, you just play it with Ugin and Ulamog. It's not very interesting in the slightest. Daddy begot some more Bone Daddies, chat. Are you ready, chat? Bonecrusher's ready. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Giant dragons blowing through ya. Do 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 do. No, the mystical archive cards do not impact standard legality.
Let's see if you're worthy. Draw and fire.
This is deck 2 versus non-creature. As we beat a control deck, you board out Sarkhan's Unsealing. Like, you have a pretty okay plan. Carnage Tyrant's a pretty good anti-control card. Sure, yeah, I could have been more aggressive. I wasn't expecting them to kill my Glorybringer though. So like I think it was fine to be conservative with my Glorybringer activation. Counterspell is not legal. No, there's an article up on Daily MTG that details which cards are legal and which ones aren't, chat. Shadow's a great draw, so we're going to be shocking ourselves a bunch here. Flyers Brew here. The classic cast Death Shadow on turn 2. Oh gosh. I can't stomp either of those. Are we dead? I think we've died. I think we've died, chat. Turn 2 Death Shadow. No bueno. No good. If they hit us for 7 next turn, this is pretty big. I guess we just cast this, huh? And like threaten to kill them on the backswing if they attack us with both. Opponent was definitely too aggressive there, chat. Definitely too aggressive there. Don't do my work for me, chat. Don't do my work for me. Time to dust off the Arclight Phoenixes. Thank you for the 11 months, Mr. Polite. Welcome back. I'm super excited to see what Hoaglandia comes up with for the open next month. It's gonna be sick. I announced that we were going to be changing the new open to historic, like when Mind's Desire got spoiled, and as they've spoiled more and more cards, that decision's only gotten more and more validated. Yes, Abzan Fall was really good, Dauber. That was gasoline. Yes, Saturday, April 17th is the next Hoaglandia Open. Signups will open up probably about a week or so. Can a mod go find the command or the article on Daily MTG explaining Mystic Archives and which ones aren't legal and historic and add it to the archives command for us? I would appreciate you. This is a little slow and hard to defend. Hey, the Parabox, thank you for the 6-month sub in advance. I appreciate the commitment. Commitment. Huh. Can you submit Grixis Phoenix now, or do you have to wait? No, I would love your money. If you want to send me money to get decks built around historic anthology or mystical archive cards, send it as soon as you want. In for all mystical anthology build arounds. Brainstorms, Faithless Looting, Stone Rains, all of them. Let's go, chat. Dedicated Docs, thank you for the 10 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Good morning, good morning. I'm here because I heard there would be Faithless Lootings. There are. There are going to be lootings. Mystical Archive. Did I say anthology? It's Mystical Archive. Sorry, there's a lot of words in a lot of different places, Chip. We could get Rattle Chains here. This might be wrong. They could be setting us up to Rattle Chains us. Miscast, sure. Definitely less bad than Rattle Chains would have been. Mind's Desire. I would love to build a Mind's Desire deck. Thank you for the support, Scissor. So, the thing about Mind's Desire, chat, is your Mind's Desire enables your future Mind's Desires. So the goal is to generate, like, 3 to 4, maybe 5 storm count, and then ideally you cast Mind's Desire and storm into another Mind's Desire, and then the second one hits the third one, and eventually you cast your entire deck. That's the idea. Yes, yeah, all deck submissions build around or not are 50 USD. Oh, you know what? I don't know if I want to bolt myself here. Maybe I should have left myself the ability to play this. The Faithless Looting has been confirmed by the official Magic the Gathering Twitter as authentic. Faithless Looting is coming to historic. Authentic and legal and historic. So this Thoughtseize means Death Shadow will be a 4/4, which means it'll draw a card with Kiora, which is great. I'm gonna take the Unsummon so they can't save their creature with it here. So again, Death Shadow counts as a 13 power thing on the stack, so it's gonna deal 4 to everything here. Your finest Blue Sun Zenith build around. Sounds good, Chuki. Thank you for the support. The Parabox. Thank you for the sub gifties. That's super generous. Good morning, good morning. Good afternoon almost. Almost afternoon in the cornfields. So I'm gonna point the trigger at this because if they counter this, I want this to die still. I'm gonna shock this in, not only to make this bigger, but also to give me Stomp/Assassin's Trophy inside of combat here, so they can't flash in a blocker and save themselves. I guess they could flash in a blocker plus miscast though, huh? I've been watching YouTube for a long time. I figured I'd stop in and pay to keep you around. I appreciate it. Folks like you keep me here. That seems like a good one to end on. So we're gonna do another historic deck. We're gonna wrap on this one. I really liked this Jund build. The red black Yargle Unsealing we played for meme value the other day felt close to reasonable, and I feel like what this was doing was definitely an improvement. I feel like we saw Tendrils of Agony Storm build around. Yes, we'll give it a try. Thank you for the biddies, Navier. I'm glad against Elves we really got to see this card pop off at least once. And honestly, this card was super reasonable in a number of the games that we played, right? Like her drawing, she drew probably double-digit cards through the rest of the set, and that was great. Carnage Tyrant got to come in and chunk through blue-white. Like, one of the weaknesses of what this deck is doing is that Unsealing is a card that's generally only good against creature-based decks, right? So, like, having the axis of Carnage Tyrant being excellent against the non-creature-based decks while also enabling Unsealing game 1 against creatures was super, super reasonable. So, I like this doing a lot. If you like this card specifically, or like Glorybringer Kiora, this felt like a very reasonable shell to be doing it in. Death Shadow worked very well here with the Bolt and the Shocklands and the Thoughtseizes being a good enabler for Unsealing, just a good card in other spots, so... Chat, people asking, the new set releases April 15th. That is a Thursday. The Hoaglandia Open will be April 17th, 2 days after. So get your theory crafting in. I'll be streaming probably all day the 15th and the 16th before the open as well. So, all right. Move on. Our next deck is a build around submission. Yes, hopefully, I'm hoping Lightning Helix is the last unspoiled multicolored card. It's definitely going to be red-white. I'd imagine it's like Boros Charmer Lightning Helix.